Interested in buying a Rolex? What's so special about this brand? There are countless reasons to buy a Rolex, whether it's for prestige, luxury, expressing yourself in style, or just great admiration and respect for the brand. Maybe even investment motives. Rolex watches have always been collectors' favorite, and it seems that they're also a wise investment. If you purchase the right Rolex watch, it could really prove to be a great long-term investment. Rolex watches are among the world's most famous watch brands and are well known for their high prices. They never compromise on quality, and as a luxury watch brand, their prices reflect just that. Rolex watches would surely be a wise investment, especially when purchased new, since the value of Rolex watches will generally appreciate in value. Rolex impose price increases annually to secure the value of previously purchased watches. Buying a Rolex is 100% safe since you know that the brand will protect your investment. Here are the top 5 Rolex watches you need to invest in 2022. For the first watch, we have the Rolex Submariner reference 114060. Where do I even begin? After all, this is definitely one of, if not the most famous and attractive watch to date. Rolex has refined everything from the dial to the case shape to the bracelet integration through decades of never-ending production and development. This is indeed a watch that looks stunning as of the moment and will continue to be as time passes. The Submariner 114060's details such as the platinum-filled markers on the bezel and white gold details on the dial are what make it so special. While the Super case is bulkier than the original 5-digit models, it appears to look more contemporary. This watch does not include a date window. A lot of people believe that this is in line with the Rolex Submariner's original spirit. And besides, when you're underwater, do you really need to know the date? Many people avoid the no-date version, which keeps the price somewhat lower. So let's compare prices. If you absolutely must have the most current model Submariner, expect to pay around $13,500 and above. If you really want a Submariner and you're not at all concerned with getting the most up-to-date model, the 114060 is the way to go. Prices roughly start around $11,000, so you'll still get a Submariner, a Rolex, and a dive watch. Even then, you'll get a watch with a history that dates back and is able to save a few more $1,000s. Second, we have the Rolex Sea Dweller reference 16600 with a water resistance of 1,220 meters or 4,000 feet, as well as an automatic helium escape valve is included on the case's side. The raised crystal is one of the biggest features. This significant chunk of sapphire was crucial in ensuring that the watch could withstand tremendous pressure. The Sea Dweller 16600's case is 15 millimeters thick in total, along with the sapphire. The Sea Dweller 16600 is truly a crafted timepiece. The 16600 in its 40mm by 14.5mm Oyster case offers an impressive weight and robustness that has highlighted the Sea Dweller collection as one of the first Rolex watches to utilize 904L steel in its creation. Many people seem to ignore this model, and since it is an old reference, many more people will skip it and look for something else. In terms of price, this is great news. If you're looking for something new, you'll have to spend a bit more. If you prefer something vintage, you'll have to spend a bit more for it too. Things that have been forgotten, whether a while back or usually at the bottom of the list, will be the perfect spot. If you choose the one we're highlighting today, you'll pay at least $10,000. Guess it all depends on what you're looking for. The third watch is the Rolex MILGAUSS reference 116400GV. This watch has a Z blue dial with luminescent hour markers and a green sapphire crystal, which generates light reflections while maintaining optimal visibility. The MILGAUSS is instantly recognizable thanks to its clean lines and captivating orange seconds hand, which are shaped like a lightning bolt to embody the previous version. When the MILGAUSS was introduced a few years back, it was the first time a green sapphire crystal had been used in a watch. This crystal is now paired with an electric blue dial, a reference to the seconds hand iconic lightning bolt design. The MILGAUSS is powered by the Rolex Caliber 3131, a self-winding mechanism in place designed and manufactured entirely by Rolex. It includes patented cutting-edge technology that provides advanced magnetic field resistance. Enjoying this video so far? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. For the fourth watch, we have the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Reference 114300. The stunning design of the Oyster case, which is made of oyster steel, is showcased by light reflections on the case sides. The stainless steel case has a domed bezel and measures 39 mm in diameter, featuring a certified chronometer with a self-winding movement, steel hour markers on a blue dial, and luminous hands, as well as the Oyster bracelet in stainless steel with a flip-lock clasp. If you're a watch collector or someone who enjoys looking at watches on social media or keeping up with new launches, you've most likely seen this. Rolex has released a new batch of Oyster Perpetual watches. There are a lot of extremely interesting brightly colored dials on this collection. Things we don't normally see from the brand, these have drawn much attention, and as a result, prices are going up. Lastly, the Rolex GMT Master 2 Reference 116710LN entirely black bezel model with the green GMT hand is one of the more stealthy choices. If you're shopping for a new Rolex GMT, this one has the same dimensions, movement, and build quality as the other 116710s in several color palettes. But because it is not as popular as the others due to the bezel colors, you'll get a better deal with this one. If you were to purchase one right now, prices would start roughly at $13,500, which is not an entirely small amount to pay. Now for some key points as to why we admire this watch, it's the first Rolex GMT with a ceramic bezel. And it's also the first Rolex GMT with the green GMT hand. The date aperture to 9 o'clock and the winding crown has moved to the left side on the watch case. For final testing, changes to the method of measuring the watch's precision were also required. The Cerachrom bezel insert is a unique color combination of green and black exclusive for this watch. The time in a second time zone may be read in conjunction with a deep green triangle-tip 24-hour hand thanks to its 24-hour graduation. The Chromalight display with its improved luminescent element and new anti-reflective coating improves legibility in all settings. The caliber 3285, which was introduced in 2018 on this lineup, is used in this updated model of the Oyster Perpetual GMT Master 2. So there you have it, the 5 Rolex watches to invest in 2022. Should you buy a Rolex? The answer is yes. These are timepieces that have been tested and proven throughout history that has never lost value. A Rolex watch is truly an investment that you can wear on your wrist, one that you get to admire and enjoy every waking moment. They're not extremely expensive right now, but they will most likely get more expensive over time. So make sure to invest in one now. Now, which Rolex watch is your favorite among the list? Please let us know in the comment section below, and if you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time above first class.